Hi, my dear friends. I will be right with you. My daughter, I didn't think I had Journey today, to be honest. And oh my gosh, there's so many people in the waiting room. How do I add people? Admit all. All right. And this. Okay. So this all started because Wendy and you get asked me to do a live, but I'm all about working, admit all, working like working less hard. Like if I'm gonna go live in another group, might as well go live in my group. Let's go. And I know that it's been quite the year, and people need to get motivated and all the jazz. And this whole new Facebook Live thing that it takes forever to figure out, like what do I need to do? Edit post, like I need to add something in the description. ... All right, let's go. Oh, now I can go live. All right, let's go. Let's go. Okay, admit all. Oh my gosh, this is the most I've had in a really long time on FaceTime. Okay. I am super pumped. So Journey's totally still awake, which stresses me out. And I have my headphones, so I won't be able to hear her. So we might just see her come downstairs. So there you go. All right. I probably should just not have my headphones on. I feel like I just won't talk so loud if I don't have my headphones on. If I had my headphones on. Anyway, I'm super pumped. Okay, let's do this. I am like super pumped that you guys are all here, and I'm super pumped to be talking to all of you guys. Let's see if my select the speaker microphone. All right. Okay. I was hoping to be a little bit more set up. Like, I don't know why I'm seeing Ruth, not myself. Admit. Okay, so I'm just live on Zoom and in Wendy's group. Hey, Wendy. Thank you so much for asking me to be in your group. I'm super pumped to be here. Okay, so I may not pay attention to comments because then it will distract me. I'm super pumped that all these people are here. This is so awesome, but feel free to chat. I don't know why I can't see my face on the screen. Okay, there. Bonjour. Okay, I'm going to just shut this off because I need to hear Journeys. All right, so I'm going to try to not, like, if ever you met me in person, I'm probably talking to you like this because I'm like a close talker, because it's just like, I'm just such a close talker. I wish people could just admit people. Okay, all right. So I hope you guys all had a beautiful day today. 2023 is going to be a wicked year. It's going to be a wicked year. And I'm super pumped. I'm feeling this. Thank you, Megan. I just got my hair done and dyed and cut today. So I am feeling this new urge in my Scentsy business. And I know like a lot has changed in Scentsy, a lot has changed in the world. And I know things that I need to do for my business. And I just want to share with you guys. I know at the beginning of my business career, I was doing certain things and then those things stopped. And it's just something that I really want to share with you guys. So, okay, let me just put you guys here. I have like 2 screens here. Okay, awesome. Guys, I'm super pumped. There's like 62 people on here. And then I have Wendy's group. Like, this is amazing. Where did Wendy's group go? Oh my gosh, I have it like another Facebook group. I'm so sorry, guys. This is so scatterbrain here. Oh, there you are. Okay. There's no sound. Wendy, there's no sound for you. Okay, let me fix this. Are you guys hearing sound? Yeah. Okay. Let me fix this. I'm just going to go live on my phone. I really appreciate you guys' patience here. Okay. This will work. It's probably because I had my headphones go live. All right. It's funny how the mobile app. Okay. Yay. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Amazing. All right. I think this is going to work. Wendy, let me know if there is some audio. Okay. All right. Let's get her done. I know. I want to see just comment. Oh, by the way, my name's Anik Jerve. I'm a superstar director for the Fantastic Family. I've been a Scentsy consultant for 8 years. I became a director 3 months in. I became a star director the year later, a superstar director a year later. My business boomed pretty quickly. I also joined when the market was crap, when we were in a null or a dull or we're plateauing at the bottom in the Scentsy world. I remember Orville was talking to me about that's when I joined. So I was not aware that this was like a Scentsy moment where people, that people were struggling in Scentsy. Canada had just opened 4 years prior. And then when I came, I just fell in love with these products. I just fell in love with the product. I had 3 cats. One cat, his name is Z, and he would pee everywhere. He would just pee everywhere. And I was just like, okay, I can't have this cat who just pees everywhere. Like, I need some Scentsy. So I need to prop you up so that I'm talking to everyone. So that's why I joined Scentsy, because I legit needed some Scentsy to hide the cat piss smell, because that's really embarrassing, because your house can be super clean, but if your cat is peeing, it is going to be disgusting. So I needed Scentsy. So I had bought a nightlight and bars from this lady that I had met, and then she never asked me to join. And then I had a full-time job. I was teaching Reiki. I was doing a lot of online courses. I've tried like every other direct sales company. Seriously, I've tried so many of them, like 6 different ones. And I am a salesperson. I've tried all kinds. Okay. And I told myself I'm never going to join another direct sales ever again. There's just no way I'm not doing it. Then this girl I was teaching Reiki come over and shows me her whole kit. She shows me her whole kit. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, dude, like, what are you doing? She's like, well, it's like enhanced kit month. So you get all of this for $129 in Canada. It was actually $119 at the time, or maybe $109. And I'm like, wow, that's a really good deal. She's like, because your warmer and your 3 bars that you're about to buy, it's like $80. So you spend a little bit more, you get all the stuff in it. I'm like, okay, but I'm not selling. I am not selling this stuff. I am not selling this stuff. She's like, okay, yeah, no problem. Like, you don't need to sell. So I'm like, okay, cool. As soon as I got my kit, I had so much enthusiasm. I shared on Instagram, oh my gosh, look at all this stuff. Do not join. Do not join. Do not join this company. Just buy the kit, pop out your testers. Then I get this random message from this girl, Julie, who's like, can you host a party? My daughter fell asleep or took a shower with a candle the whole time was on, and that freaks me out and super paranoid. And we are not allowed candles in our house. And I'm like, okay, yeah, no problem. So we go over. My testers were completely combined. I had summer, winter, like I'm a complete spaz, guys. Like, if anyone could be successful and I'm successful, I know you can totally be successful. But there's things that I know I did really good at. So here's all my testers. So all my orders were all messed up because like I had summer and fall together. And then some of my testers were empty, but she had 23 people show up at her party. This girl was just like amazing. So she just like invited everybody, and it did really, really good. So had a really good party, obviously flipped that party because I was told about it. But here's the thing, guys. I didn't know when I joined Scentsy, I had no clue what Scentsy was about. No clue. I didn't know the vision. I was like, it's a wax company, it's warmers, like whatever. I'm way too good for this stuff. And then because I thought I was. And my 5 levels up noticed me in the workstation. And she called me and she's like, hey, I just want to let you know that it's only been 3 years I'm doing Scentsy and I make $5,000 a month. I'm like, $5,000 a month? What? Who wants to make $5,000 a month? Who wants to make $5,000? Yes, right? So I'm like, $5,000 a month, and it's a wax company. She's like, oh, and it gets way more than wax and warmers. Like, wait till you go to an event, wait till you go to SFR. You know, you're gonna see the community is just unreal. It's a big family. You're gonna notice. It's just incredible. And I'm like, yeah, okay, sounds good. That's what happened. I decided to just like work it and just work my business. This is what I did. I knew nothing about the company. I just was so enthusiastic about Scentsy. I was so enthusiastic about my upline caring about me, checking in on me, connecting with me, inviting me to her Facebook group, and everyone saying welcome. I'm like, what world am I in? Because I remember high school, girls were just not nice. And I was just like, what world is this? Everyone is just so nice. And, and then I'd earn a trip and I'd go on an incentive and everyone's like, hey, Anik, like people knew who I was. And hey, Anik. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like everyone is just so kind and nice. And like people like me. And because I'm not really used to that. Like I hung out with boys most of my life. I grew up with 2 older brothers and I just, girls were jealous. I don't know why, whatever, it's just, I struggled in high school. I struggled connecting with people. I was always like an outsider. I never fit in. I was never part of a clique. I was the last person to call to go to a party. It's happened to me like 5 years ago where there was a group of people in my own small town where they would have parties and it was a don't invite a Nick. And I was just like, what? This is so weird. So anyways, I joined Scentsy. It was like the family. It was home. It was the family that I've always wanted because I feel like I never really had a family. I don't know if anybody can relate to that. I think most of us can. It's just like, you never really felt connected. You never really felt love. So I like just that alone, the connection, it was just like, oh my gosh. And then I met Heidi in Orville. And you know what? A lot of you guys may have not met Heidi in Orville, and I cannot wait for my world tour presentation and the video that's going to go out. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about that at world tour. But when the top of the company is just so incredible and amazing and humble, it trickles down. I've never been part of a company that does so much for the consultants. I've never been part of a company that cared so much. I've never been part of a company that invested so much on their websites, on their products, on reinventing the company. They, are going to come back and they may or may not, guys. But all I know is that we as a collective need to do a shift. We need to do a shift. Okay. I see a lot of people just like complaining. I see a lot of people complaining. I see SSDs complaining, SDs complaining, directors complaining, consultants complaining, just a bunch of complainers. Okay. And I see people super pumped up in their businesses, super excited. And it's funny because I have both kind of leaders and I have some directors that are just super pumped about their business, super pumped, and they're really excelling. And then I have some directors or consultants that are negative and they're just, they plateau. They do all this work and they plateau. A lot of times you have this vision of what you want your company to be part of. You have this vision of what your Scentsy business should be. But here's the thing. I never thought I was going to be a Scentsy consultant in my whole entire life. I never thought I was going to be a Scentsy consultant. Okay. But here I am. So my life looks different than what I thought a long time ago. But I believe that we truly need to just have faith in the process and have faith in Scentsy. I think we've lost faith in Scentsy, some people who've been around for a really long time. Scentsy has made me a better person, has made me humble, because before, I was just like, I was kind of a show off. And not on purpose. It was like the fake type of confidence, But Scentsy have showed me how to be humble and how, because when I first joined, I wanted to know where I ranked in Scentsy. I wanted to know where I ranked from 1 to 100. I want to know, and I want to just keep beating and being the best. And I remember having this great conversation with Chuck, and he said, when you're that competitive, there's so many people that you have to push down for you to get up. So Scentsy as a whole completely changed my perspective about a business, completely changed my perspective on how to be as a human. This is so distracting. I have to constantly admit people in this waiting room in Zoom. I need to, next time I need to, like, you know, if I'm live, like, just join, you know, play, join, and leave sound. Anyway, so what we need is you. We need you. Like, you know, I'm going to just call out some names here. Okay. We need you, Sarah, to be Sarah. Oh, there's a few Sarahs here. There's my Sarah. We need Michelle, Cassandra, Annie Marie, Janie, Michelle, Jessica, Samantha. We need you to be you. Rosalind, Barlin, June, Ruth, Julie, Michelle, Katie. We need you to be you. It sounds so simple, but so many of you guys are terrified of being yourself, terrified of, like, truly believing that you have something to give to this world, that you truly have gifts. If you just focus on you and not anything else, literally, you know what messed up my business? When I started meeting all these other leaders, when I became friends with all these leaders. You know why? Because I started seeing what they're doing, and I wasn't doing any of it, because I'm not a systems girl. I'm not a systems. I am a full-blown spaz attack. Okay. I'm literally zero consistency. I know every leader says to be consistent. I tell my people to be consistent, but I'm full-blown ADHD. I try to be consistent. It's almost impossible for me. Literally every project I start, I don't complete it. You know, like, I don't know where my head's at most of the time. And here I am. I built a really amazing company. I have 4,400 people in my group, and, you know, my paycheck, you know, is 6 figures, and I'm super successful. So I just want to tell you, when I first joined Scentsy, I didn't watch any trainings. I didn't do any programs. I did it my own way. But here's the thing. I never complained. I just did it my own way, because I forgot about the meetings. I forgot about the things. And then my upline would be like, Anik, are you on the SD call or SSD call? Hey, Anik. And I love that. I needed her. She was like my Scentsy mama to be like, Anik, are you here? And I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm driving, or I'm blah, 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 blah. So I'm just letting you know that you can make this business successful if you want, but not showing up to businesses, not being consistent, not working your business, not talking about Scentsy, and complaining is not going to bring you where you want to go. So here's the thing. This year, last couple of years, I felt a lull. Okay. And one of the things is, in my life, when I'm successful, I'm just like, you know, like when I'm broke, I hustle. So I was talking to my therapist, like, I need to learn to hustle again, because money's just rolling in. And it's just like, I need to learn to hustle again. So I was thinking to myself, like, what do I need to do that? And I think you need to do things that feed your cup. So I started running. I joined jiu-jitsu. I literally had a jiu-jitsu class. Like, I'm pretty sweaty. I had a jiu-jitsu class. Journey comes to my class and watches, and then I put her down. So I am now in a full other group of people. I'm meeting all kinds of people. I'm an extrovert who was forced to stay in her house and be an introvert. Guys, we've gone through so much. Okay. So much. So it's easy. And I think that we're all dealing with it differently. And I find that some people are just like blowing up everything, just blowing up their relationship, blowing up their company, blowing up everything, because they don't know what to deal with this trauma and the stuff that we've gone through. And that's how I felt. I was like, okay, Anik, you're not doing your work on your own right now. You're not being consistent. and you are lacking in being a leader. So what are you going to do? Well, Nick, you need to take the advice that you used to tell everybody. You show up and you go up. So I've been joining other people's teams. Yesterday, I joined Chloe Cox's team, and we built a vision board. I built a vision board. If you have not built a vision board, do it. You know, I had Shining Star on my vision board for like 3 years. There's so many things that I've achieved on my vision board. If you don't have a vision of where you want to go, how the heck is the universe or God, whoever the leprechaun you believe in, is going to send you there? But most of us are just complaining about life, and we're not doing anything about it. I call that self-inflicted. It's self-inflicted. Okay? You need to take the time. I was talking to another leader, okay? And she's like, my pay's way less than it used to be. And I'm like, okay, is it more than your old job? And she's like, yeah. I was like, all right. So we need to focus on the good here. We need to focus on the good. It's better. It's paying more than your job. You're not working a 9 to 5. You're not working a 9 to 5. So we forget to be grateful for the things that we have. We forget to be grateful. So now I am. So instead, okay, also guys, I'm not comparing any of my numbers to 2020 and 2021. I am not. Those are 2 bonus years. Bonus years. Don't even, if you join in 2020, 2021, it's you know, it's going to be hard to compare to that. But I believe you can make it. But like thinking like, oh, I'm down from last year. Like, I don't think that's going to help me unless I step up my game and start hustling. I believe, Megan, yes, this year has to be a reset and try new things. I like this. Alexandra, attitude is everything. Exactly. Attitude is everything. And most of us have a really shitty attitude. We need to change things up, guys. I think a lot of sense consultants are spoiled brats. We're just a bunch of spoiled brats. We forgot. Sarah Brown, thinking about 2020 and 2021 as a bonus year was a game changer for me. I'm still making way more than I was in 2019, and I need to keep that in my mind instead of being bummed out that my pay isn't what it was in the past 2 years. Yes, get outside your comfort zone. So here's the thing, guys. Now I'm connecting with other leaders. There's leaders that I'm connecting with. We need to connect again, okay? We need to build the culture. It's not Scentsy corporate that's creating the Scentsy culture. It's us. It's you and I. And us complaining and not showing up is affecting the culture. We need to be like that. One of the things, some of my directors will become directors, okay? Then all of a sudden, instead of focusing on their business, they start helping other people's business. And then they start going down. They start like their business starts, disintegrating. And I'm like, dude, stop that. Literally, guys, shine the light on your business. Shine the light on you. Who are you? If you died tomorrow and we were at your funeral, I know this is a bit morbid, and I've said this many times. I read it in the book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, and it's a great book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. It's such a good book. It's not a big book. It's just a small book. Robin Sharma. It's a really good book. It's one of my first books that really shifted me as a person. And it maybe I'm not even in that book, but that's a great book. What do you want people to say about you? They're not going to remember your success. They're not going to remember how much money you had. They're not going to remember any of that. They're going to remember how you made them feel, how you went out of your way to help them, how you were a caring person. I feel like that's where we need to get back to basics on you need to focus on you. What makes you happy? I've had leaders ask me to go in their group, and this is one of the things. I got overwhelmed. I was being asked to go and speak in a bunch of groups. And I'm now saying no, because when I said yes, because I just want everybody to like me. That's a problem, Nick. We don't care. We're Peppy Longstockings, man. You're strong. You're courageous. We don't need people to like you, Nick. You're going to be a Nick. You're going to shine into your light. and be who you are. And if people have a problem with that, that's their problem. That's not my problem. So we need to just stick to our, our ethics and build boundaries. Okay. So instead, I said, hey, I have a Zoom happening on the 4th. Join the Zoom. She's like, okay, yeah, for sure. I'll tell my team to join the Zoom. So now that's what I'm doing. Example, I was talking to Sarah Ford earlier today, and we were talking about, like, when we go live in each other's groups, like, why don't we go live in 3 other groups? Like, you can go live on Facebook. If you open up different tabs, you can go live like 3, 4 different groups. Well, I tried to go live right now and it didn't really work, but we can, as leaders, work smarter and not harder. And that's the business I'm in. And I think that we need to let go of these excuses. We all have 24 hours. Okay. We all have 24 hours. And what you choose to do with your 24 hours dictates where you go in life, where your business is going to go. But if you don't love who you are, if you're just so confused and you just don't love yourself, you're going to block all the success. You're going to do all of the work. I say this example often. One of my girlfriends, she's an SD and in my downline, and she did all the work. But at first, she was a consultant. She's probably like superstar consultant. And she had the binder. She was connecting with people. She was posting. She was having parties. She was doing all of the things. And she's like, Nick, why am I not growing? Like, why am I not growing? And I'm like, dude, there's something inside of you that's telling you that you're not good enough. Like, why do you feel like you're not successful? Like, why do you think that you don't deserve this success? I want you to write this down. Ask yourself why I deserve to be successful. That feeling inside, does it seem like you don't? Then you really need to look at that. You really need to acknowledge that. If I ask you how your business is feeling right now, like, what do you value your business, or how does your business make you feel? I would say, unless you're brand new, you're probably like, oh, well, I expect it to be in a better place. That right there, man, you're blocking all the good stuff. You're blocking all the fucking good. I'm sorry. I just swore I didn't want to, but you're blocking all the good stuff. Okay. You need to believe in yourself. If you're not going to believe in yourself, why would anyone else believe in you? Why shouldn't you believe in yourself? Why shouldn't you? You think you're here to just live a mediocre freaking life? No. Who created this world? Whatever you believe in. It could be a leprechaun. It could be a rabbit. It could be God. But something beautiful created you. And you think that, I see them all rocking their business, but I'm going to sit over here and, I don't deserve this. Like, slap yourself in the face right now. Because that's BS. That is a bunch of BS. That attitude is the problem in your business. We need to believe that we are way bigger than our dreams. Look at me sweating. Sweat monster. We are bigger than our dreams. We like your energy. People are watching you all the time. People are so inspired of you. I know people who are SSDs who are making 40, 60 grand a month. They don't even like humans. They don't even like people. They have full-blown anxiety. So if they can be successful, why can't you be successful? It's their mindset. They were determined. Determined. How much do you want to be successful? How much do you want to be successful? How determined are you for you to gain your next goal? If you tell your goals, if you tell the universe, if you tell God, I am determined to get director, superstar director, star director. I'm determined to get 5 directors this month or this year. I'm determined. And you say that to yourself every day, and you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, I am determined. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. That energy right there, what's going to start happening is that you're going to start acting differently. You're going to start showing up differently. You're going to do the work that successful people are doing. Okay? Here's the thing. When you start losing momentum, it is so hard to get it back. And most of us have lost it. But I know I'm getting back. Who's getting it back? I want you. Let's be together. I want to see you. Yes. We're going to do this together, guys. We're going to do this together. We're going to bring back the Scentsy culture, the culture that we love, the connection that we all need, the love for Scentsy, these amazing, incredible products, okay, that like enliven our souls. We are game changers. We are life changers. And for a really long time, I didn't believe this, guys. But what's about to happen in our world is a collapse, man, an economic collapse, okay? And the best thing to do is be part of a multi-level business, a direct sales, because people are not going to want to buy our products, pay for our products. They're going to want it for free. So we're going to need to bring those parties back, and people are going to want to join. We're going to have to flip those parties. We literally have a tool to help people save their house, because I know a lot of people can't afford their hydro bill, their electricity bill, or their water bill. And you can actually get your house taken away if you don't pay your utility bills. You know, a utility bill, 200, 300, I don't know if it's 400, that's crazy. You know, that's one bill. Actually, my like hydro, which is electricity, but it's not electricity, it's hydro, is, you know, $350 a month. If we can help people pay that and not get stressed over that one bill, that's huge. But sometimes we're thinking all these big dreams. But some people just need to help with their freaking car payments. That's it. Okay? Oh my gosh, Fallon, I love you. Momentum is my word of the year. Someone said to stay positive and keep a mindset. And they asked me, in 2023 was your best year yet. What would you do to make it better? Think like a millionaire. Yes, Babs. Yes. Do you think people who want to be successful, do you think millionaires or billionaires are like, oh, I can't do that? Is that how they got there? No, man. Do you think they missed events? Do you think they sacrificed things? Do you think that they didn't go to that party? Do you know how much of my time I sacrifice to get to where I want to go? I miss all the parties. And I think that that's what was happening, why I wasn't invited to the other parties, because people are like, oh, she never comes to the party anyway, because I'm working my business, because this is long-term, guys. We're not doing a sprint here. This is long-term. And a lot of people have dropped out of Scentsy because they think, you know, it's not worth it or whatever. I'm not really sure if a lot of people drop out, but people do drop out all the time. Good. Let them go. We're not quitters here. We are not quitters. All right. We're here for the long haul. Scentsy is going to be around for 50 years. And if ever you quit between now and then, you're going to regret it, because you're going to see some of us Scentsy lifers. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, look at her. Like, she's still shining. Because the people who are going to stick it out in the lulls, oh man, watch us shine, baby. Watch us shine. So if you're going to quit, never quit on a bad day. Never quit on a bad day. Never quit on a bad day. You know, women, we're so hormonal and emotional, and we just want to quit things, you know, like why? Because you had a bad month? Whoopee. Whoopee. You had bad 2 months? You had a bad year? Who freaking cares? You're going to divorce your husband because you had a bad year? Is that what you're going to do? You're going to give up on your kid because your kid's shitty for a whole year? No. Well, why are you doing this with your business? Why are we going to quit? You know, I heard in a relationship, you have to protect your relationship. I remember my cousin said, you have to protect your relationship. So you can't put yourself in situations that may look bad, that people can have rumors or whatever, or put yourself in a situation or go on a trip or whatever. You have to protect your relationship. And if you don't protect your relationship, there's a lot of bad things that could happen in your relationship. Things are going to fall through the cracks. Well, I think and believe the same thing about our business. You have to protect your business. And if you're hanging out with a bunch of consultants that are just a bunch of Debbie Downers, you need to stop hanging out with those consultants. If you're part of groups that are just a bunch of Debbie Downers, you need to leave the groups. If you're noticing yourself just, like participating in the nagging and then being negative, you need to be the change we need to see. We need to be the change we want to see. I don't know if you see, whoo, I'm on fire right now. I feel it. Like, look, I'm sweating, You should feel my stomach right now. I get so sweaty because I get so excited. This will totally be recorded. I'll be posting it on my YouTube. You need to protect your business. I don't care if you're just a certified consultant or you're essential and you're here. Well done. Well done. Because you showed up. You showed up. And you know what you're doing? Right now, you're hanging out with a bunch of successful people. Their energy is real, guys. Energy is real. Energy is real. And when you hang out with like-minded people, people who want to grow their business, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to grow your business. If you're investing your time in your business, what do you think is going to happen? Your business is going to grow. But if you're investing your time and you're just sitting at home making samples and never really handing them out, some of us are just in like this robotic movement. We're just robotically working our business. That's not going to help you. You need to be intentional. You need to be intentional. Okay. So tomorrow I have 3 hours to work my business. What am I going to do in those 3 hours that are going to bring me income that's going to grow my business? Not make samples for 3 hours. What a waste of time. If you only have 3 hours, don't make samples. Follow up. Connect with people like, hey, I'm going to make some samples. You want to come make some samples with me? Ask your customers to come help you make samples. Hey, I'm going to make a sample goodie bag. Would you want to come and pick it up? Or, hey, I am making some samples. I'm putting up some party packages. Do you want to host a party? Hey, this month is a wicked month to join Scentsy because every month is the best month to join Scentsy, guys. I just, if ever you're looking for some income, like let me know. Or, hey, do you know someone who's looking to make some extra income? That one, people are like, well, why aren't you asking me? I'm like, okay, well, I just assumed that you knew that was an opportunity. Those 3 hours are critical. Go live. Be who you are. People want to watch your life. People love reality TV, man. If you go live and you're like, I'm scared shitless to go live, but I'm going to go live and I'm going to keep my eyes closed. I'm just going to talk really fast. And this is Scentsy Bar. This is Autumn Stroll. It smells really good. You guys should try it. Okay. I was challenged to go live. Okay. Bye. You do a video like that, you're going to think that you did horrible. Other people are going to be like, whoa, what did I just experience? This girl is terrified and she did it anyway. Wow. That's inspiring. Your fears are inspiring. The drama, not crappy drama, the fears that you're going through, the hard times you're going through right now are inspiring and you still get up. One of my besties. Yes, Babs. Double rewards this month. Want to book a party? Or show an example. We need to find a picture of what someone got and paid $75. Like, dude, look what my girlfriend just got for $75. You want in? So one of my besties, Amy Bergeron, went through the craziest thing in her life. She lost her dad in a horrible car accident. And the girl still shows up. The girl still shows up. Do you know how inspiring that is? Do you know how much that inspires us and our group? And what she was I hadn't seen her online for a while. And I'm like, hey, Amy, how's it going? And she's like, and what's really cool is her dad was just so proud of her business. Her dad was like, Amy, this is what's going to make you. This is what's going to help you get to the next level. And her dad was such her cheerleader. And while after her dad passed away, who showed up at her house? Scentsy girls, man. Scentsy, the Scentsy community. So all of our people were like, whoa, this is legit. Guys, there's no other company like this. There's no other company like this. Zero, zero, zero. So not only did her people are like, oh, I now know why you're so obsessed with Scentsy. Because like, look, how many people are out to help you and to pump you up and to inspire you. And then she had a, shitty moment. You're allowed shitty moments, guys, but share those shitty moments. So I talked to Amy and I'm like, Amy, what's your dad's favorite bar? She told me. I'm like, well, change your dad's warmer in your house and put those bars and make a post about it. I'm having a really sad day about my dad, but I'm going to put these bars, it's my dad's favorite scent, make a post about it. We don't have to always be selling, guys. It's a lifestyle. We can bring Scentsy into everything we do. They just need reminders, constant reminders. Oh yeah, she sells Scentsy. They need reminders of like how they can support us. They need reminders of how they can help us in this business. I know a lot of consultants hate when people are like, I'm like 200 away from my goal. Like they say it like it's begging. I'm all for it. I'm $200 away from, getting my goal. What happens when you ask for help? People come out of the woodworks to help you. So why not ask for help? We're not meant to be doing this all alone. We're not meant to recreate the wheel at all. That's the beauty about this business, is that we're constantly wanting to help each other out. Real live images. Sharing a past trip that you've had with Scentsy. Sharing a picture of a woman that inspired you. Sharing this call, this Zoom, and say, I just watched a Zoom. I don't even know this girl, but she totally inspired me. And this is so cool. Like, I love that I'm part of this community. We're not selling wax and warmers. We're selling like a self-improvement, it's just packaged in wax and warmers. Because the hardest thing you can do is start your own company. And where can you start your own company for, $129? I think it's $99 still in the States. Oh my gosh, I just found a check for $4,700. What is going on here? I must have deposited this already. What is this? A GST check? Okay, anyways, I got distracted, but that's a GST check. What is this? What's going on? Anyway, what I'm saying, it's $129. Okay, phew. $129 to join. Yeah, social selling. That's what we're in. We're a social seller. That's what we're doing. If you don't know people, guys, go out there and meet people. But just be true to who you are. Your people, no people. I know, right, Maxim? I'm attracting I literally don't remember seeing this check, but this is a check for 4703. All right. So a lot of my group know that I have a money dance. So I believe in energy. I believe that you can attract all of things, all the goodness. Okay. And here's the thing. If you don't like money, you're never going to attract it. Because I don't know about you, but money paid for this phone that I'm talking to you on. Money gave me this computer, this desk. Money gave this house to have a house for my kid. So I don't know about you, but I love money. I love money because I do good things with my money. Money doesn't stress me out. Well, sometimes it stresses me out. But so I do this money dance. Like, don't mind the sweatiness, but like money, 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 money. Let the money flow in your life. Because why are we really doing this? We're doing this for money. Really? Really, I am. No shame in my game. I want more of it. Because then I could do more things and travel and do other things that I want. Build I've always wanted to build a spa, like a retreat for like mental health. I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted my farm. But the money dance, like you need to attract that. Like if you don't think you're a good recruiter, you're not going to be a good recruiter. So we have all been, yes, So if you guys start doing the money dance and you got money start flowing in, or your business starts flowing in, I want you to send me a message. Okay. I want you to send me my message. So just to wrap back up to like Amy and sharing her real life posts, one, it reminded people around her that, oh yeah, she's going through a hard time. Because what happens that everyone else's life just keeps on going. Because like we're constantly busy all the time. So then people can like message her and like keep in track with her. Then her customers are like, oh yeah, I need some Scentsy. And like, of course I'm going to buy from Amy because she needs it. She needs this help and support. So a lot of things happen when you share your real life story online in like a nice way, the Nick money dance. Yes, of course you can wear Mickey ears whilst doing the dance. Okay. There's this guy that I follow. I listened to his audiobook. His name's Dr. Joe Dispenza. Some people think he's like cuckoo, but as you can tell, so am I. So I totally attract cuckoos. I love cuckoos. I love weirdos because weirdos are where it's at. Being normal is so lame and it's just so overrated. All right. So be your weird self, be out there, make people laugh because I want a packed funeral. I want a packed funeral. I want people to fly to come to my funeral because I want to make a difference in this world. And you know what, guys? Before Scentsy, I don't know if I had. I don't know if I've ever felt so loved before Scentsy for who I am, me, authentically me. We all go through lulls. We all go through moments. Some people saw a Nick like change, shift, whatever, but people still love me through it. All right. So this is where you are. This is where you are. You're in a place where people just love you for who you are. And if there's people, consultants in your environment that don't, then we leave them aside. Well, and it's my sponsor. I don't give a crap if it's your sponsor. You're moving on, girl. You're moving on. Say thank you to that sponsor for bringing you in, but now you're going to step it up. Well, she benefits from me. Well, whatever. Get over it. Get over that. Get over that woman crappy hormonal emotional stuff. Well, can I change my sponsor? No, man. No, you can't. No, you can't. My sponsor did nothing for me. I bypassed her right away. She like didn't like that. And and I'm like, I'm not going to let that bring me down. No. People who have issues with you are people who aren't doing good. Okay? People who are doing good are never going to have issues with you. People who are positive, people who are successful are never going to talk down to you, are never going to talk crap about you. It's only people who are vibrating on a low frequency. Everything is energy. And we all have a tune, like a radio frequency. We're all tuned. Okay? We're all tuned up. And where are you tuned? What are you attracting in your life right now? If you're in a really bad place in your life, it's going to be really hard. But you brought yourself there. I know this is going to be really hard and you might not like this message, but you brought yourself there. With your attitude, with your actions, with the words that you say about yourself, with the words that you're using about the world, about you, about your home, about your relationship, about your kids, about whatever. You created this negative energy, this negative bubble that you're in. Yeah, well, my dad died. Okay. Well, you could be like Amy and say super positive and just have sad moments. She has sad moments. It's okay. She gets depressed sometimes. Yeah, of course you can be. But she's not like this full-blown Debbie Downer who, is giving up on life. And maybe sometimes she has moments like that, but she doesn't do it. She knows to go to a support system. We all have a toolbox. I don't know about you, but I was someone who was highly suicidal as a teenager. Highly. Okay. And I got myself out and I love myself today. So if I did it, I know all of you can do it. I know you can change your whole perspective about your life because life is just a perspective. we're in a negative space, it's because we're not grateful for what we do have. We're focusing on the things that we don't have in our business. We're focusing on the things we don't have personally instead of focusing on the things that we do have. It's not easy. Oh no, this is not easy, but it's worth it. Nothing great came easy ever. So what I did, I had lists everywhere. I am successful. I am amazing, because I didn't think I was amazing. I didn't think I was smart. I didn't think I was pretty. I was like literally like barely past high school. I was not smart. I'm not smart. I was always at the office for talking, always. But here I am. It's like my job now. I've always wanted to be a motivational speaker. Always. That's been my dream. It's one of my gifts. So this is what I need to do, guys. I need to utilize my gift. I want you to realize, what's your gift? What is your gift? You have one. And if you don't know what it is, you need to figure that out. And I hope that 2023 is you figuring out your gift, because you did not come here to live a small, mediocre life. You are not this small little human on this massive planet in this massive universe. The energy and the neutrons that made the universe made you. Like, we are full-blown miracles. We are the universe. We are the universe. You can attract and achieve anything you put your mind to. You got to do the work, though. You can't just sit there and dream about it. But here, let me tell you something. There's 3 groups of basketball players, okay? 10 people. They were practicing free throws every day for 10 minutes. The other group did absolutely nothing. And the third group sat there and visualized themselves throwing free throws for 10 minutes. Okay. So every day for a whole month, this group did that. Okay. So one actually did the work, the other one did nothing, and the other one sat there and visualized it. After 3 months, they went and looked at their skill level. They all tested them for their skill level. The people who practiced did improve. The people who did nothing declined. And the people who visualized it didn't improve as much as the people did it, but just below them. So visualization is insane. So some of some of you guys say you don't have the time. We have 24 hours a day, and 24 minus 8, but when we're working and hustling a business, maybe you can't sleep 8, you need to sleep 6, but now we have 16 hours. So some people work a 9 to 5, which is what, 9 hours. 9 to 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. Okay, 8 and a weirdo. So now we have 8 hours left. Now you're going to feed your kids and stuff and put down to bed. So I'm going to do 3 minus 3. You have 5 hours left. You have 5 hours left. That's if you sleep 8 hours. You have 5 hours. What are you doing with those 5 hours? Do you think the successful people, do you think Oprah Winfrey or all these billionaires, do you think they're just sitting on their couch watching Netflix or watching other people live their dreams, scrolling through the internet? Heck no. No. I'm a poster. I post on social media. I don't scroll much. I don't like watching other people live their dreams. I like to live my own dream. I get weird. I get weird about it. I was just like, ugh, no. I get jealous, sometimes. And it makes me like, oh, I want this and I want that. I notice a shift inside of me. And I was just like, this is not good. This is not serving me. What is scrolling doing for me? We need to be intentional. We need to be intentional with the time that we have. And my word this year, and I'd love for you to share what your word this year for 2023. My word is be present. I want to be present because this is the present right now, guys. This is the present. The present moment is the only thing that actually exists, is the only thing that exists. I am a present. God made me. I've saved lives. I've shared my story, and I've had little girls come up to me and tell me they had a plan to take their lives. But because I shared my success story, they didn't. And I have so many other stories where I've saved actual people's lives. And I would have missed out on that. I wouldn't be here talking to you guys. I would have missed out on a great life. I am a present. You are a present. Scentsy is the biggest present of my life. I went through a divorce in 2021. Is probably the hardest thing I've ever gone through. Imagine I had to work a 9-to-5 job while going through a divorce. Heck no, while I'm completely traumatized, this extrovert that's always busy. No, I would have lost my job. I'm super blessed. And some of you guys are like, not there yet. And I don't want you thinking you're not going to be there. I want you to be like, well, if Anik can do it, if other people can do it, if Wendy can do it, if Sarah can do it, if these people can do it, Kelly can do it, I can do it. I can do it. Of course you can. I wanted to get there. I drove 10 hours, 12 hours for trade shows. You know, I did every single trade show I could ever imagine. We need to get back to that. Trade shows are huge, huge. If you're not feeling motivated right now, you're going to wait for Scentsy to motivate you. You're going to wait for someone else to motivate you. What are you doing? Motivate yourself, man. So on my YouTube, oh, you're on my phone. I have you could search me on YouTube, and I started saving 1-minute clips of motivational videos. So when I'm running, it's like literally like, you can do this, bah, bah, bah. And I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, I could totally do this. You need to go out there and motivate yourself. So here's the thing. Wendy was asking me to do this talk. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like I'm in December. I always take December off, and I'm a slacker in December. And I need that because I need to, refocus. And then I'm super lazy, and I'm like, okay, Nick, enough of this. We're hustling now. We're hustling in January. I did I'm doing a no weed, no booze for 3 months. I'm running 3 times a week, and I'm doing jujitsu like every day of the week because I'm obsessed with jujitsu. I never ran before, guys. I never ran. I never thought I could run because I'm ADHD. I never thought I was capable of running 6K. Oh no, I ran 8K in 50 minutes. I'm doing things I never thought was possible, and I'm 37 years old. Like, I don't care how old you are. It's just a number. So at any moment, you can redefine who you are. You can take off this layer, this onion layer, and open up and become this other person. You can become whoever you want, because everywhere around you tells you that you're not good enough. TV, social media, family sometimes, friends sometimes. It's constantly telling you you're not good enough. It's BS. You are exactly where you need to be right now. I believe that everything happens for a reason. Everything. Even if you're in a really bad scenario. It's hard to say that because I haven't lost really close people to me. I haven't lost a child, or I haven't, so I understand where some things are just, but if we take those out, literally everything, even that, I believe everything happens for a reason, but it's just really hard to tell that to someone so I understand, but I believe everything happens for a reason. My divorce happened for a reason. Sometimes I didn't realize how much I was, that I wouldn't let my light shine. I didn't realize that I needed to do all this other stuff on my own. I know how to back up my van to my trailer, hook up my trailer. I bought snow machines. I can run up my snow machines on my trailer. I can hook up all my snow machines on my trailer and go somewhere. I have a side-by-side. I go mud bogging all the freaking time. I did drywall. I painted. I did renos. I did my own lights, Christmas lights on my own house. I would have never done these things. I did not know what I was capable of until I was faced with a situation where I had to do it. And I hope that you feel that you are faced with no other decision but to work your ass off in your business. Once you have no other, options. I know people who can't afford their food. That should be the motivation you need to get outside your comfort zone. You think staying at home, just doing this is going to bring you success? No, man. Life wants you to break that mold. All right? Life wants to see how much you want it. How much do you want it? So, okay. Before I let you go, Joe Dispenza has these amazing meditation, and he has a really good book called something quantum. If I could go on my phone, I could tell you. But anyway, it's a bit of some hocus pocus stuff, but I really like it. So what he does is that he brings you into meditative state. You're meditating. So like prayer works. You're meditating. And you're bringing your vibration to such a great level because you're so focused. And then you think of all the things you want. And you feel them like they're freaking happening. Like, oh my gosh, I became a director. Like, I want you to love that business again. I want you to feel like, okay, you just promoted to director. You just got your $10,000 paycheck. Oh my gosh, okay, what are you gonna do right now? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna look? How are you gonna act? If you did that exercise, a 5-minute exercise like that every day, where you sat there, closed your eyes, and felt the feeling of the things that you want to achieve, in 1 year, you'll have that and more. Hands down, hands down, hands down. Because it happened with me. That's how I achieved everything, I remember thinking like, oh my gosh, people are going to realize I'm like this witch or something. I'm not a witch, but I believe in Jesus. Like Jesus, I don't think likes witches, but Jesus probably like, I love everybody, Anyway, but I used that type of situation to bring me to the next level. It was all enthusiasm, guys. I've always been enthusiastic, and I'll thank my ADHD for that. So thank you, Sarah, for the link. So I'm going to leave you guys with this. You are the only one stopping you from getting success. It's not Scentsy. It's not delivery charges. It's not price increase. It's not the economy. Literally, none of that. None of that. It's you. Do you know how many billionaires are created in the worst state, the worst economic state ever? Billionaires are made. Billionaires are made because they choose to see opportunities everywhere. So this horrible situation that's happening in the world that is completely horrible, I'm going to look at it as an opportunity, because why not? What, I'm going to not look at it as an opportunity? I'm going to see it as a really shitty situation and get depressed and be negative about it? That's not going to help my situation. My only option, if I want to survive, is to be positive and to have a great mindset. That's the only thing I can do to survive. So I'm going to do what I need to do to survive. But evil wants to dumb you down, make you fearful, make you angry, and divide us. What we need as a Scentsy community is come together and create that culture that we all fell in love with. And I'm so excited. And I hope that you guys are all registered for World Tour. And I can't wait for SFR. And if ever you see me, please come and give me a hug, because I love hugs and I love talking to people. Don't be afraid. I know people are like, I'm so shy. Like, come and talk to me. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for listening. And till next time, keep fit, have fun, take care, brush your hair. I just ended my live there. I'm just going to stop this recording. How do I do that?